Hello again, YouTube. I'm back. It's been quite a while, I think. It's been nearly 3 weeks since I uploaded the last video to either of my channels. Um, but Rangers ready and go from a new location. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I have, in the last 3 weeks, I have moved, gone to Comic-Con, or rather gone to Comic-Con then moved. And it's been just hectic ever since. I've been busy trying to get everything situated, everything unpacked, everything in its proper spot. But I hope everyone likes the new setup. I have new camera, I have new lights now, and I'm in a new location. Hopefully the scenery, the change of scenery helps a little bit. But moving on with today, I just wanted to bring you a quick video on my experience at the 2017 Cleveland, Ohio Comic-Con. Wizard World, to be exact. It was amazing. I had the time of my life. I cosplayed as Yutsumi Maru from Kyoryuger, cosplayed as Abari Black on Saturday. My now fiance, Jessica, she cosplayed as the Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger, or Kimberly, over the weekend. And on Saturday, March the 18th, at Wizard World, we entered the costume contest, and I proposed. I was Abari Black, or the Dino Thunder Black Ranger, as many other people would know it, and she, of course, was Kimberly, the Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger, or Mei from Kyoryu Sentai Z Ranger. However, it was a great contest, great people, everybody was super nice. For my first con, I couldn't have asked for anything more. I proposed on stage, and she said yes, so I am now engaged. I am now living with my fiancée, Jessica, our two kids, Adam and Adora, and I'm really, really thankful that things are starting to turn around for me and go my way. It's been rough here the last few months, migrating back and forth from home to do YouTube and things like that, work and spending time with my fiance and the kids. So without any further ado, just wanted to talk about a quick few things that happened at Comic-Con. Maybe you can use this as maybe like a tip video or a warning maybe to certain people. First thing I wanted to talk about was I had a hard time recording at Comic-Con. A lot of the celebrities and their quote-unquote bodyguards and whatnot, security, would not let you film hardly any of the celebrities, so I had a hard time doing that. I caught glimpses of Nichelle Nichols, Kevin Sorbo, just to name a couple, but they were very, very quick instances. If you refer back to my video, my actual Cleveland Wizard World Comic-Con 2017 video, I believe it's just titled Cleveland Wizard World Cleveland 2017, or Cleveland Wizard World 2017. And that's got everything in it, including my on-stage proposal to my now fiancée, Jessica. I also uploaded the video separately, the proposal video of the costume contest, completely separately, just in case you wanted to skip right to that, because the Comic-Con video I uploaded is almost an hour long. I think it's like 52, 37, something like that. I can't quite remember the length of it, but it was a good video, got tons of pictures with other awesome cosplayers. The girl who helped my mother set up the engagement plan for the costume contest, she was super nice. Great cosplayer, super nice girl. Would love to meet her again, and obviously thank her once again for setting everything up for us. Getting on to a couple more things, actually wanted to show you, yeah, I had a big problem. When we first arrived there, on Friday, March 17th at 5 o'clock, I was wearing Yutsumi Maru, or Uchi cosplay, from Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger. I'm pretty sure you've all seen me wear it once or twice. Now, I was wearing the Gaburi Changer, or the Gold Ranger Terramorpher. Anytime you have a prop or something, I guess they've got security that wants to put a colored zip tie somewhere on this prop. Whether it's a weapon, like a sword or a blaster, anything. But what I don't get was, these are toys, basically, that I was using as props. they're not dangerous in any way, shape, or form. And he still persisted on putting the little zip ties on the props. Now, I haven't taken them off yet. I probably should. I'm gonna have to get cutters or stuff, some kind, just to get the zip ties off. But the main issue with it is that it ruins the immersion of the cosplay. I can see putting a zip tie on it if it was an actual weapon, like a sharp weapon of some kind. It had an edge, or maybe if it had moving parts, like if it shot something, if it fired something like a dart or a BB, some kind of projectile. But this did not. These were just electronic toy props, basically, for my said costumes. And Sunday, when I was Beatbuster, I was able to get away with him not putting a zip tie on my Morphin Blaster because I got smart and I kept the Morphin Blaster closed. Give you an example. I kept it closed in this position. Now this, in any way, shape, or form, does not look like a weapon. It just looks like a tiny little, like a little camera or something. It's basically, I just told him it was a communicator. I lied through my teeth. But obviously, if you, right there, and if I had shown up with this, he would have put a zip tie right through here, basically holding down the trigger, and the toy wouldn't have made the proper sounds. It would have malfunctioned. It would have been stupid and crazy and frustrating and just unnecessary. So definitely watch out for that if anyone ever goes to Wizard World, Comic-Con, anything like that with a prop. They will probably want to zip tie it, which, again, I think is ridiculous unless it's a real weapon. Moving on, bought several things at Comic-Con as well, and I was happy and disappointed at the same time. My fiancée Jessica, she bought several swords. You can watch the video that I uploaded before this. It shows obviously all of them. It basically shows all the swords on the table from the vendor, and that was obviously the vendor that my fiancée Jessica bought her swords from. And I'll probably be doing reviews of those later on the Super Saiyan Swordsman channel. But regardless, one thing I bought was a Harry Potter Elder Wand prop replica from Comic-Con. Now, it cost me about $20 at Comic-Con, which obviously you figure, hey, that's a steal. That's one hell of a steal. $20 for an Elder Wand from Harry Potter, probably the most sought-after wand aside from Voldemort's and Harry's. But I bought it, brought it home. Obviously, after con, obviously I packed and I moved. Now, when I packed it away very, very carefully, mind you, but when I opened the box that it was in, that I packed it away in, I couldn't believe what I saw. This is what's left of the Elder Wand that I bought at Wizard World Comic-Con 2017. Obviously, it was made of very flimsy plastic. I didn't realize when I first bought it, because when it was constructed and all put together, it actually had a little bit of weight to it. But further inspection, I looked, and it's made out of some kind of a very flexible polyresin plastic. I mean, this thing just snapped like it was a twig, basically. And that was unacceptable. That pissed me off. However, I went on eBay, obviously, my favorite place in the world to shop, and found another Albus Dumbledore Elder Wand from Harry Potter. And I bought it for, I believe, $35 plus tax and shipping. So altogether about $40 for said wand. But I mean, just let me give you an example here. I mean, this thing's already busted. It's broken. I don't really care much. But look at that. Barely any effort, and it just snaps. It just breaks. I mean, this is supposed to... I know in the movie, the Deathly Hallows Part 2, the very end, Harry snaps the wand and throws it off the cliff. But it's a piece of memorabilia. It's a collectible. I don't want to break it in half. So yeah, be warned when buying certain props at Comic-Con. They may not be made out of very quality materials. But aside from this, I did get the other wand in the mail the other day. And it actually came in quite the nice collector's box. The one at Comic-Con did not. They just put it in a plastic bag and sent me on my way. So obviously, people at eBay, they're spending a little bit of extra time and doing it right. But It even has, you know, Albus Dumbledore, you know, nice little seal on it, Ollivander seal. The inside has got a nice velvet, felt lined display, and the wand itself is actually quite hefty. I'd say it probably weighs third of a pound, believe it or not. I mean, it's hefty. I mean, you could knock somebody out with this thing. But obviously, look at that. It doesn't bend hardly at all. It is solid. This is made out of. I'm thinking it's probably made out of wood, but it's definitely got some kind of sealant, resin sealant over top to give it a different kind of finished look. But it is absolutely 100% accurate to the wand from Harry Potter. And as far as Elder Wand props go, it's absolutely beautiful, absolutely perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better wand. I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, anything fantasy related, obviously, if you watch my other channel, the Super Saiyan Swordsman. But very good purchase on eBay. I'll be keeping this very, very close to my heart. Couple other things real quick before I wrap this video up. There were a lot of nice people at Comic-Con. However, there was also a couple of rude ones. And believe it or not, they're the ones that you don't think should be rude or wouldn't think would be rude. The professional Spock impersonator. If you refer to my full Cleveland Wizard World 2017 video, you will see Spock, the Spock impersonator. He looked great, mind you. He looked like Spock, like you figure Spock should. Looked like him, talked like him. However, he was rude in the fact that he would not let anyone, and I mean anyone, photograph him or take any video of him. I even approached him in the video, you'll even hear it very slightly, that he doesn't do videos. So of course I lied through my teeth and said, okay, I'll delete this video. But I didn't delete it. I put it online anyway, just to show that he was rude. This is Comic-Con. There was thousands of people there. On Saturday, there was probably close to 10,000 people in that convention center. And when you put yourself out like that, and you're supposed to be a professional impersonator, but you don't want publicity, you don't want exposure, you don't want to be in film, on video, nothing. You don't want to be on you don't want to be on camera. That makes no sense. You figure the more you're on camera, the more you're going to get known, the more jobs you're going to get, the better it will be for you. So he basically just kind of screwed himself in a way. Again, he was a great cosplayer, great impersonator. He looked like Leonard Nimoy a lot. And I had a lengthy conversation with him about Leonard Nimoy, if he had ever met him, whatnot. He claimed that he had met him several times, and said that Leonard Nimoy was a really great guy. It's just a shame that his impersonator, however, is not, in my opinion. But I digress. Aside from that, it was still a great con. I never thought I would have the guts to get on stage Saturday and propose to my love. Thankfully, she said yes. I had butterflies in my stomach, and I could tell that her body was locking up as soon as I showed the ring out of my ranger glove. I just kind of pulled it out slickly and got down on one knee, and it was all downhill from there. I've never been in front of an audience that big before. It was definitely a euphoric experience. I'd never had that many people paying that much attention to me at one time and cheering me on the way that they did. The reception was great. Once I got down on one knee, all I could hear was ahs and oohs and applauding and people cheering. It was great. And we must have gotten congratulated probably close to 100 times before the whole weekend was out. We were probably congratulated probably 100 times or more by all the cosplayers. Almost everybody who entered the costume contest congratulated us. We did not win the costume contest, unfortunately. That honor went to a Queen Amidala cosplayer, which her outfit was stunningly beautiful. I do agree. I just wish that at this Comic-Con that there was a little bit more love for Power Rangers, because we were the only Power Rangers there. We didn't see a single other Power Ranger except on Saturday, very, very late Saturday, after the costume contest, mind you. We saw a movie White Ranger and a movie Black Ranger from the old Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie back in 1995, I believe. And they wanted to sign up for the costume contest. They asked us. It was so terrible. I had to basically, unfortunately, tell them that if you hadn't signed up within an hour before the contest started, you would not be able to enter the contest. So they were a little disappointed. But if anything, it all worked out great. We were the only Power Rangers in the costume contest, Jessica and I. I don't know really what else to say other than I'm so grateful that she said yes. But again, yeah, we need more Power Ranger love at these conventions, guys. Seriously, more Power Rangers. It's not all just about Power Morphicon. You know, you can go as a Ranger to any Comic-Con. It's just do your passion. If you love it, do it. Don't be afraid to do it. I know my brother Scott was a little apprehensive of being Geki Violet or the Jungle Fury Wolf Ranger, but he did it and he loved it. And there were so many people stopping us wanting photographs. We couldn't get 5 feet, especially on Saturday and Sunday. We couldn't get 5 feet without anyone stopping us wanting pictures with us. And there was a couple photographers there on Sunday when I was Beat Buster, the Gold Ranger from Tokime Sentai Go Busters, Japan only Power Ranger series, obviously. And they stopped me and said, "Wow, I haven't seen a Beetleborg in years." I had to kind of choke back a little bit, and even my brother Ravage, he corrected them a little bit. I wouldn't say corrected, but just informed them that I was not a Beetleborg. I was a Sentai. I was a Ranger, a Super Sentai Power Ranger, Japan only. And they're like, "Oh yeah, I didn't know about that," which goes to show we need more love for Power Rangers. People need to do a little bit more research, catch up a little bit. It's not all about Mighty Morphin, the Mighty Morphin era anymore with Masked Rider and Beetleborgs and Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad and all that. I mean, they've advanced. Everything's progressed. So get with the times. Because I'm a huge Ranger nerd and that's just the way it's going to be. But this video, I think, is running a little bit too long. As you see, I'm all moved in. I'm all settled, or at least almost settled in here in my new place with my fiance and kids. And I think it's going to be a good thing. I really do. One last thing is probably my most treasured possession from this Comic-Con that I got. And I'll probably do a cosplay of this sometime in the future. It's not Ranger related, mind you, but it was Comic-Con after all. And in my heart, I'm also a huge Marvel superhero fan. And my favorite Marvel superhero of all time is Son of Odin, God of Thunder, Thor. So I have here, I have the Hammer of Thor, Mjolnir. So I guess I'm going to have to cosplay as Thor now. But until next time, guys, I got more videos coming real soon, a couple of reviews, and a few other surprises. So stay tuned for those, guys. Rangers, ready, go.